They lost that game at Marshfield. Caleb had the call on Thursday, 6-2. We'll hear Coach Jared Faraday on that in a bit. And North 0-4 as we start the conference season, as they lost 7-6 at Wisconsin Rapids, and then that same day, March 27th, losing 6-3. They lost 4-2 at Mosinee on April 4th, and then on Saturday played De Pere and lost 8-3. So they come in here 0-4. They played a lot more than Shanghai, though.
Yeah, they've played a lot of softball, and they've played some good games. So you've got to think they're going to be pretty hungry here to get a win now, going 0-4, try to get the season turned here.
So we're just now seeing Coach Jared Faraday get to the field with his squad. And as the pregame show unfolds here, the Cardinal Countdown pregame show on FM 103.1, WOGO.com. AM 680 and the live video stream on the new WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. We'll keep you up to date. Now, head coach Kelsey Fitch had said that when Shanghai was in the field, she'd come over and talk to us. And so as I'm looking over toward the dugout, I think that's her actually popping her head out. So come on over if she looks this way. And that would work out well ahead of the commercial break here. And, yeah, there she's heading our direction. No. She's got a lot to take care of, right, Coach?
Yeah, I actually played college softball with Kelsey.
Okay.
So we go way back. I feel like I should get her over here.
Yeah. I should let you two talk. And she's talking to head coach Chelsea Sikora, kind of setting some things at the moment. And then later head coach Jared Faraday as well in our pregame. All right, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll hear from one of the coaches, see who it is when we come back on WOGO, getting ready for Shanghai and Eau Claire North on the road at North today. Big Rivers Conference softball getting started.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency, and we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
And Jared Faraday, early in the season, a bit of a chill in the air, but not as cold and windy as yesterday.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, yesterday was pretty brutal. So, sun's out right now. Wind is pretty calm. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too bad out here.
On the heels of the Marshfield game, we had coverage of that from last week, getting ready for today. What were your thoughts coming out of that and practices since then?
I think overall as a team, we probably weren't, as ready and focused as we had hoped and thought maybe we were heading into that game with Marshfield. And give them credit, they did things to, they got the timely hits and we didn't, which was really, the difference. We left 10 people on. They got all 6 runs with 2 outs. So. Yeah. When you add that together and first game outside, and we have a lot of new kids in our lineup, and so you add all those things together, and it was the result.
Start of conference play here today. Before we get to North, how do you size up the BRC?
I mean, it's always tough, right? I mean, New Richmond had a great year last year, graduated a couple kids, but have really good returning players and have a really good freshman pitcher. So I know they're going to be really strong. Rice Lake and Menominee returned a lot from teams that were pretty competitive last year. North and Memorial and River are kind of a little unknown. I don't really know a ton about where they're going to be at, and I think they're we have returners, but we also have a lot of new players in our program, and so I think they're a little the same, where they graduated some people from last year and are kind of figuring some things out. And then Hudson is always a wild card. I mean, they usually have terrific athletes, and they're always scary.
As a perennial powerhouse, though, Chi High, I mean, they're always gunning for you, and so nothing new there. And Eau Claire North, the opponent today, one here and then one at your place later in the week.
Yep, and so we got to come out here, and conference games are really important, and North has always been and probably always will be, right, one of the biggest rivals that we have, just naturally due to location, right, and kids know each other well, and so that always adds a little bit. A lot of them play together in the off seasons and things like that, so that always makes it a little unique here when we play North or really even Memorial too.
And finally, Willa Reisinger back on the mound for you today.
Yep, and Willa threw well last week at Marshfield, I thought. And when she's in command of pitches, she's a good pitcher, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, that's head coach Jared Faraday, and right now a real treat because we're going to bring together some former St. Cloud teammates, because you heard Michaela Hogan say that she played with Kelsey Fitch at Cloud, and so here we're going to put the headset on the head coach of Eau Claire North.
Just send this to Paula.
All right, I got Eau Claire North head coach Kelsey Fitch here with me. We played a couple years at St. Cloud State together, and I will say we were a lethal combination to runners at first base.
I would say we were. They were out.
They were never safe over
Hogan
there.
was picking them out, and she would never let me hear the end of it if we did not kick them out.
Okay. So Fitch, you guys have had a couple games on your belt, probably more than most folks in the state. So 4 games in, what are you getting out of your group so far?
Yeah, I think it's been a really good learning experience for everybody. We have quite a new crew out there this year. We graduated 6 seniors last year that were very important members of the team. And so just getting everybody playing experience that has not had that. And I think that we've hopefully got all the wrinkles out. And so, yeah.
Yeah, it's not often you can get that many games in those first couple weeks. As we know, the weather up here tends to be a little crazy.
Yes.
Tonight, first conference game of the year against Chi High, which is generally a pretty good rival. Any big plans tonight? How are you going to attack and hopefully come out with that first one of the season and a huge conference win?
Yeah, we are just going to try to keep the energy up. We know Chippewa is obviously a tough opponent. They always have been. They're always put together a very nice team. So we're going to just try our best to make sure that we are keeping our energy up, we are sticking right with them, and we compete.
All right, I know you got a bunch of stuff to do pregame here, so we'll let you go. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Michaela Hogan.
All right, the former St. Cloud teammates in our Cardinal Countdown pregame show on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, and the live stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. We'll take a break, getting closer to the first pitch. Chi High, the visitor at Eau Claire North, and then hosting at Casper on Thursday. This is WOGO Sports.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Katie Ruff delivers. Swing and a miss. K stands for Katie. 3 strikeouts in the first inning.
There's a ball to deep center field, and it's out of here. Home run, a 3-run shot for Lauren Shepard. Shepard continuing her hot hitting from Thursday, and the Cardinals now leading 11-1.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee. See you at the Y.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan, Sam Aberly back at Eau Claire North High School getting ready for softball here on this April 8th, the second Tuesday of April. And in a moment here on the Cardinal Countdown pregame show, get to the Toyson Ford keys to the game, but the umpires gathering at home plate with Kelsey Fitch from North and Chelsea Sikora. How about the way you've been a coach? You are the girls hockey coach for the Menominee Chippewa Scott. Congratulations. I know you had your banquet last night. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
good.
it is.
And how would you evaluate the season?
Oh, good. I mean, we finished right about 500, which is a disappointment from, a competitive standpoint of wanting to obviously win more than you lose. But I think we probably did as much with our roster as we could this year. Probably one of the harder working teams in the state, and we really pulled out some games that I don't think people expected us to. So overall, super positive, great group of girls, and really excited already to get stuff started again for next year.
Fantastic. Well, we've got Chihaya and North Chihaya, the visitor, here today in this contest. And as we set the scene, Willa Reisinger is going to be on the mound, as you heard head coach Jared Faraday say. Wanted to ask you, just in terms of that co-coaching situation, I think Chihaya just an embarrassment of riches. Just such great coaching. I said hi to Shelly Miller here, who was back. Of course, he was for so long. We said goodbye to him last year, retired. But it's quite a great coaching staff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when I talked to Faraday about it last year, I think he mentioned that every single coach in the whole program had coached varsity at some point. So your JV2 coach has coached varsity. All the assistants have coached varsity.
Yeah.
So we really can just sit back and kind of relax sometimes
Right.
and know that the program's in some great hands.
Right, exactly. And you and Chelsea share something in common. You're both on that long line of great catchers in the Chihaya program.
Yeah, I've known Chelsea since I was very young. She was 5 years older than me, so we never played together. But when I was coming through like the Flash program, Faraday would have her come and run me through some catching drills, and I'll tell you, those were some of the worst days. She would just beat me up and laugh at me. So now when I see her as adults, we can always look back, and she's always like, "It wasn't that hard." And I was like, "Man, you had me running laps. I'm a catcher."
It's facing the Giants, the softball edition, I guess. Yeah, right. So the Chihaya squad is along the first base line right now and awaiting Eau Claire North to go on the field. But let's go ahead and do it right now. It's time for the Toyson Ford keys to the game. You'll find a friend at Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. How about it, Michaela?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think that, especially when it's a nicer day like this in the spring, you get those bats going. It doesn't hurt as bad when you swing, so you want to put some nice balls in play. And both squads being defeated so far this year, I think it's just the intensity they bring. And I'm going to say whoever scores first has this one tonight.
Okay, whoever scores first, she believes, says Reisinger against Kwasnick for Eau Claire North. And we can look at that Chahai lineup and look ahead as Roz Twyman, the second baseman, going to bat leadoff. Georgia Romanowski, the shortstop, hitting second. Lauren Shepard, the talented catcher, in the 3 spot. McKenna Bauer at third base, batting fourth. Allie Geist at first, hitting 5. Gracie Amundsen in center field, hitting 6th. Lainey Henkelman, designated player, 7th. Willa Reisinger batting 8th and on the mound. And Kennedy Swan also in left field, batting 9th. Defensively for the Cards, we'll get to that a bit later, but setting Eau Claire North's defense that'll start things in the top half of the first inning. Allie Kwasnick, the senior, and then also behind the plate is Grace First, also a senior. Emmy Goldbox at first, just a freshman. Number 12, Riley Fisher at second base, a senior. Claire Gruna, the senior shortstop, number 10, and Madison Pond, number 19, the third baseman, the senior third baseman. And left field for Eau Claire North defensively to start this top half of the first inning, Lindy Holler, the senior, number 21. Number 6, Abby Klosterman, the freshman center fielder. And for Kelsey Fitch's squad, Taylor Pressler is the senior right fielder for Eau Claire North in the top half of the first inning, which we are edging ever closer to here on WOGO Sports with the live video stream, too, if you're hearing on radio on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, or AM 680. Also available video at the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. And so Eau Claire North being introduced right now. Let's try to give that a listen here.
Batting third, number 17, the catcher, senior Grace First. Batting fourth is number 12, the second baseman, senior Riley Fisher. Batting fifth is number 14, the DP, junior Ashlyn Mallett. Batting sixth is number 1, pitcher, the senior Allie Kwasnick. Batting seventh is number 19, the third baseman, senior Madison Pond. Batting eighth is number 7, the first baseman, freshman Emma Goldbach. Batting ninth is number 3, the right fielder, senior Taylor Pressler. And the Huskies flex player is number 21, the left fielder, senior Lindsay Haller. The Huskies are coached by Kelsey Fish. If you now please rise.
Okay, we'll take a break, and when we come back, the starting lineups in baseball, softball, I should say, Chahai and Eau Claire North next.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency. And we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
All right, Chahai at Eau Claire North here on WOGO Sports. All right, and
so it's number 19, McKenna Bennett. Catch up.
Okay, as you said, number 19, McKenna Bennett. And so, is that help us out, Michaela. What was Chelsea saying?
So McKenna Benish is playing right field for Chi High.
Okay. And we had down Claire Hepner. So, okay. And so Benish is number 19. Yes, the sophomore. Okay. So we'll change that. And again, she's the flex player. And so not batting. But McKenna Benish in right field. So, but right now we'll focus on Chi High at bat as we get started here on WOGO. Mark Halverson and Michaela Hogan, and it's Twyman, Romanowski, and Shepard, the 1-2-3 hitters, as we look to get things underway.
Yeah, expect a hot start here, right? They're probably itching to score some runs. We're a little slow on the get up last game, so get balls in play early here and see what they can do.
Absolutely. And get some of the rust off of this broadcaster. It's been a while since it's happened here. And there's the first one.
Cardinals is number 14.
For a ball. Make it, yeah, it's waiting for the count there officially. There's ball one, yes. Okay, so Twyman from the right side. And looks at the ball, just missing 2-0.
Both just a little bit up on the letters there. Might be looking at a little bit lower of a zone here. Both those are pretty much the same height. That second one being a touch outside.
Roz Twyman now on the 2-0 pitch. Looks at a called strike, 2-1.
Hitter's pitch, you think she'd want to see one there just to start the game off, see some pitches, but good pitch to hit in most 2-0 settings here.
Getting ready for the 2-1 pitch. And swing and a miss, her first swing.
A little off speed, good mix there, good mix. I think we've seen a little bit of a rise ball, a little bit of a fastball, now mixing up the off speed.
And so now Twyman with the 2-2 count, all even against the senior hurler Kwasnick. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. She got her on one upstairs.
Yeah, that looked a lot like the first pitch of the at-bat, but it's a little different stakes there when you got 2 strikes on you. Got to protect your zone. Good mix here from the pitcher in this first at-bat.
Yeah, so Kwasnick, the senior, gets the first strikeout, and I think from memory, I think Twyman had a couple of hits the other day in Marshfield. So, and there's looking to bunt, but not able to. Successful 1-0 for Romanowski, the left-handed hitting shortstop for the Cardinals.
I'd expect her to keep going kind of high and tight on her as a slapper.
Romanowski was the third baseman years ago, and she's going to lay it down the third base side, fielded there by Kwasnick. Throw over and cannot be gloved by the first baseman over Goldbach, the freshman. And so staying at first will be Romanowski. What do you think, hit or error there?
I think that's a error on the pitcher. If that throws on target, she's gone. The pitcher made a great play getting off the mound and just stretched the second baseman covering a little too much into the base path, and she couldn't make a play on it.
So Romanowski is aboard, and the Cardinals with 1 on, 1 out, and Lauren Shepard, the catcher, hitting from the right side. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, she saw something she liked there. That was a big swing. She had 10 home runs last year, I think.
Yeah,
so
she's a slugger.
Expect some power out of her today.
They do not tell us what it is down the line or to the outfield here, so.
It's hard to tell even when they have the distances.
But
with
the
these
high
fences.
fence, yeah, it is, and it's fouled off out of play. I mean, again, a lot of times there's a lot of softball fields, you see about half as high as where the bar is there, right?
Yeah, usually you have those removable ones, so you're just playing on a bigger field. And yeah, this is full size here. You got to probably hit it either a towering shot or another 10, 15 feet to clear these guys.
You were a home run hitter back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And this one slugged pretty far. Shepard got a lot of that one, and it is out of here for a home run.
There you
Shepard
go.
makes it 2-0.
0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch there. I think she'd like to have that one back. That's a pitch you got to get in the zone, knowing you're facing somebody who's trying to hit one, and she just smashed that one to left center.
That was an easy one to call because she got all of it. As we're talking about the high fences, but the high fences could not keep that one in here for Shepard.
That cleared the first row of cars out there.
Yeah, wow.
I was worried we were going to get a windshield, but that cleared that whole row of cars.
Next up is number 10, the third baseman, McKenna
And
Bauer.
so Shepard with the blast to put the Cards in. They've matched their output at Marshfield with 1 out here in the first inning, and McKenna Bauer now. Bauer from the right side looks at one low, 1-0. So Kwasnick was ahead in the count, 0-2, and Shepard hit one that Kwasnik wishes she could have back.
Yeah, I don't know if she just couldn't spin it, tried to spin it up, and it just didn't move on her.
And this one is a solid shot up the middle and a base hit for Bauer. She's aboard. So the Cardinals bringing the big bats today.
Yeah, after a start, mowing down the leadoff hitter in a K and then getting a fieldable bunt with that second hitter, you're looking at a big difference here. 2 outs to now you're down 2-0, 1 out, runner on.
Right. And it brings up Allie Geist from the right side, and she's going to slap one up the middle, bounce, one hop, and then scoot it from the shortstop over the second base side from Gruna over towards Fisher, and everybody's safe.
That's a tough one. That's a nice one-hopper up the middle. You can almost field that tag second
Yeah.
and have a chance at a double play, and instead might have seen a little bit of an E6 now. Runners on first and second.
And so a couple of errors here hurting North early on with runners at first and second, and now Gracie Amundsen hitting for the Cards. And she gets a called strike one to Amundsen, the center fielder, sophomore center fielder. Talk about some of the new players on varsity. Gracie is one of those, facing the senior Kwasnik now. The 0-1 pitch.
Ooh.
And that's one off speed, and it's a called strike two.
That was a great pitch.
So 0-2 to Amundsen. Shepard did homer on an 0-2 pitch earlier with runners at first and second and 1 out. The pitch,
Yep.
ball high.
Learned her lesson. Need
Yeah.
to keep that one out of the zone here. Get
Right.
it a chase.
Not going to give you a hittable 0-2 pitch. Can smell the popcorn here at the ballpark at Eau Claire North. 2-0 Chi-High.
Oh.
And there's a pitch that a little bit down in the zone from the last one, but missing. 2-2.
Just missed outside there. That looked pretty good. The catcher didn't move much, so she must have been set up just on that outside corner a little too far.
2-2 pitch. Kwasnik to Amundsen. Swing and a miss. She got her to go fishing for that one. And there's the second K of the inning for Kwasnik. And with 2 out now, Lainey Henkelman, the designated player for the Cards, just a sophomore.
I mean, really good mix from the pitcher here. She's doing a great job of mixing it up. I mean, really right now it's that miss on that 0-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike one. And again, she's muscling it by them upstairs.
Yeah, she's fooling them early. That pitch is breaking pretty late, and that last one was well above the shoulders here.
Yeah, so she's getting them. The 0-1 pitch. Here it is from Kwasnik. And that one, again, off speed, gets her to swing and miss. 0-2 to Henkelman. The Shepard 2-run homer, so the Cards not coming away empty, but they'd like more with runners at first and second. They had it with 1 out. There are 2 outs now for the sophomore Henkelman, her first conference at bat on varsity. High pop-up. It's going to get into foul territory. Everybody cover your head. And nobody gets bonked on the head and stays 0-2.
Good fight. That was probably moving up and out of the zone, but that's a good pitch to be a little more defensive on and get a piece of it to get it out of play and see another one here.
0-2 to Henkelman, the designated player, hitting for the right fielder, McKenna Benish. And the called strike 3. So ultimately, Kwasnik strikes out the side, but along the way, Shepard a 2-run blast. In the middle of 1, it's Chi-High 2, Eau Claire North coming up.
2 runs off of 3 hits in the first half.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
All right, Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan, and also we've got Sam Aberly manning the camera, and maybe not as much time as we want here as Abby Klosterman will hit from the left side, looks at a ball low from right-handed throwing Willa Reisinger as we start the bottom half of the first inning. And Reisinger on the mound. She pitched the Marshfield game the other day as well.
Yeah, that's one thing Chi has no shortage of this year is
Right.
pitchers. If they can stay healthy, they've
There's
got a murderer's row there with 4 of them lined up to do some damage.
Klosterman, the freshman center fielder, followed by Claire Gruna, the senior shortstop, and Grace First, the senior catcher. 1, 2, and 3 for Coach Fitch. 1-1 pitch, and that one misses. 2-1. Gruna in the on-deck circle. Klosterman, just a freshman in center field, hitting from the left side. You like that for somebody who's going to get the most at-bats on the team?
Yeah, probably has some good speed here right away in the lineup.
Reisinger's hit
well.
base hit between short and third and a solid single, and thrown in by the Cardinals left fielder, Kennedy Swan. And so Klosterman aboard.
That's a great power slap. Got something outside that she liked and pushed it through the 5-6 hole. Most slappers these days, you see more of that slow drag bump when you have that speed, but that was a great clinic on power slapping.
Claire Gruna now, the shortstop, hitting from the right side against Reisinger. Setting up, and she'll square to bunt. She'll lay one down. It's going to be fielded by the third baseman. Throw over to first in time for the out to the covering Twyman. Throw back to third, and the runner able to hustle from first to third. And good job there by McKenna Bauer getting the ball to the covering second baseman, Roz Twyman. Roz not afraid to throw it over there, but not in time to get the runner. And Klosterman now just 60 feet away from cutting the deficit in half.
Yeah, that was a design first to third play. She was actually off on the pitch, peeked in to see the ball down, and no hesitation taking third base there, especially with that ball in the dirt to first. So nice play, nice scoop by the second baseman to make the play at first, and then great play by the runner to take third base.
Ball high and a riser to Grace First, the senior catcher. 0-1 now, 1-0 now. First is one of many seniors in this program for Kelsey Fitch. They start off 0-4 on the season. And there's a ball low. 2-0.
That's a nice pitch. I like that spot there, that low and inside. I think he was given a little more of that in that first inning, so keep kind of working that space.
Always trying to learn what is the umpire's strike zone. And this one down low, and it's going to go 3-0 to first. The number 3 hitter and runner at third, and only one out for North, trailing 2-0 to the Cards here in the bottom half of inning number 1.
Yeah, a bit stickier. You don't want to give her something too good. Don't let her tee off on anything.
And this one fouled out of play. And the count at 3-1. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Incorporated, always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com.
I like the green light there. Your 3 hitter, run around third, 3-0 count. If she sees the pitch she likes, go ahead and take a cut.
Yeah. Believing in it, right? 3-1, and that one's low, and she'll take her base. So the first walk for Reisinger on the day. First is aboard. Runners at the corners, and one out for the cleanup hitter, Ashlyn Mallett, the junior designated player. As a chilly wind descends.
Yeah, I'm not sure where she's missing on that low inside. Well, she's missing the strike zone.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what her miss is or what she's trying to throw to grab that there. But that's a really consistent miss down at the toes on that inside corner on those righties.
Runners at the corners, and only one down for the cleanup hitter. And the pitch. It's again going to be a called ball low, 1-0. So Reisinger with some issues there. The junior pitcher.
Be surprised if North doesn't do something on the base paths here. They got 2 speedy runners on.
See what Kelsey Fitch might try. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one's going to be low. And runner kind of jumping at first base first, but staying at first. Spelled differently. F-U-E-R-S-T is her name versus F-I-R-S-T.
Nice stop by Shepard there to keep the runners honest.
Yeah. 2-0 now. The pitch. Reisinger just cannot get away from the low balls. And it's 3-0.
Just missing that inside corner.
Well, you don't want anything too fat and juicy to Fisher here with Mallett's on deck. I said it was Mallett. It's actually Fisher. And there's the ball. Take your base. So it's number 12, Riley Fisher, if I misspoke, the second baseman. And that's back-to-back walks, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, I'd almost like to see kind of Shepard get up here and slow this down a little bit, give her pitcher a couple moments here with the bases loaded and things seemingly are right here.
So bases loaded, only one out. A 2-0 Chai lead is Ashlyn Mallett now, the 5-hitter. She's the junior designated player. I misspoke earlier. Riley Fisher got that walk.
Ooh.
And this one, a little looper to second, caught there by Twyman, throw over to first, not in time. But
they got her.
That was a dream out for the Cardinals. Twyman with the out on the little looper. And wow, the catch is out too, and they're saying out first. The call coming from over across the diamond. Of course, the ump was not there. He was over across the way, so they get the double play dramatically to end the inning, and what a blow to the Huskies. We're back in 1 minute on WOGO Sports and the live stream on YouTube and Facebook.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Katie Ruff delivers. Swing and a miss. K stands for Katie. 3 strikeouts in the first inning.
There's a ball to deep center field, and it's out of here. Home run, a 3-run shot for Lauren Shepard. Shepard continuing her hot hitting from Thursday, and the Cardinals now lead it 11-1.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your why. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
What a crushing blow for Eau Claire North at the end of one. They load up the bases with only one out. First pitch hitting, Ashlyn Mallett, the junior designated player. She's not in the field, just hitting. A little looper to second. Twyman gloves it, throws it over to first in time for the out to Allie Geist. And a 5-3 double play. And wow, that's got to just make your head spin if you're Eau Claire North.
That's wind out of your sails, and that's just the secondary lead on first. You feel safe, bases loaded. You feel so safe over there.
Yeah.
And then a little Texas leaguer takes you out.
And so Weisinger will lead things off for the Cardinals. Called strike. It's the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Chippewa. Batted 7 through in the first with 3 striking out. Reisinger, the pitcher, hitting from the right side for the Cardinals. And she looks at ball 1-1.
See if the Chi-Hi hitters had any discussion about the pitch pattern they're kind of seeing. They've seen a lot of first pitch strikes and then seen that rise ball to off speed.
And a swing and a miss, strike 2.
There it is.
Yeah, Kwasnick, very effective.
Yeah, the mix is great.
Yeah, it is a very good mix for the senior. Cardinals feeling very glad to have 2 runs in the books already and then able to put a 0 for Eau Claire North. The pitch, and there's a rise that misses 2-2. To Reisinger with Kennedy Swan, the left fielder, on deck, and Roz Twyman in the hole. Roz, who struck out her first time. 2-2 count to the pitcher for the Cardinals. This one is obviously low, and that's 3-2.
Hey, good battle here.
Yep.
That's one thing is they're getting down early, but then they're battling back, seeing some pitches, either fouling them off or having a nice little eye up there, drawing some balls.
And here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ball high. So from very low to very high, and the first walk of the game for Kwasnick, who had the 3 strikeouts earlier. And that brings up the number 9 hitter for the Cards, Kennedy Swan.
Looks like they're getting a courtesy in for their pitcher, put a little speed on the base paths, keep their ace safe.
Yeah, and so we got a number out there?
1, I believe.
And that is Taylor Schmidt, the junior. And there's the bunt foul, spinning back by the catcher.
A lot of spin on that one. She just let the bat head drop a little bit.
Full disclosure, I'm fully set with my Chi-Hi lineup and the reserves. For North, not as much. We've got the starters.
No subs allowed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. And this one is going to be a bunt attempt fouled on the third base line, so it goes to 0-2 now for the right-handed hitting left fielder, Kennedy Swan, for the Cardinals.
Yeah,
senior.
That's tough in that 9 spot with a runner on, not getting the bunt down in the first 2 pitches. So hopefully she can battle a little bit and make something positive out of this at bat.
Kwasnick chasing her 4th strikeout here to keep it out of the field. The 0-2 pitch, and she goes high, and she got her to go fishing. And Swan does become the 4th strikeout victim of the day for the talented Allie Kwasnick, the Eau Claire North senior. Check out the Metropolis Resort Smile Cam to catch all the in-game reactions. Today, it's constant smiles and fun at Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire with Action City, Chaos Water Park, and on-site dining and coffee. Book your adventure today at metropolisresort.com. There's a ball high, getting away from the catcher and allowing the runner to advance as Twyman looks at 1-0. And Reisinger, actually the pinch runner, Taylor Schmidt advancing to second.
Never really a chance on that one. That thing was going to the sky right out of the hand.
There's the 1-0 pitch, and that looked pretty good, but it not good enough for the umpire, so it's 2-0.
Just a touch outside again. I think he's just a little more on that inside corner than the outside. Again, the catcher's not moving. It's hard to tell from here, but must be set up just a tad outside for him.
2-0, the pitch. And she looks at a called strike. Twyman struck out her first time here. Top half of the second at Eau Claire North. Shanghai leading it 2-0. Cards got a 2-run homer from Lauren Shepard in the first on an 0-2 pitch. There's the delivery and a foul tip back into the catcher's mitt, 2-2.
She's right on the top of that one. Just missed that pitch.
Georgia Romanowski on deck, the 2-hitter, the sophomore who's been shifted from third to short, who was so impressive with her arm last year from third. The 2-2 pitch way high, obviously high, and the runner with a lead out at second, Schmidt, pinch running for Reisinger. 1 out, 1 on. Twyman from the right side. Kwasnick, the 3-2 pitch. Take your base, and Twyman's aboard. Second walk of the inning for Kwasnick. Some of that walkitis is catching on out there.
Yeah, I wonder if she's just a little timid of attacking here, playing around the edges a little bit too much. The discipline's definitely there on the Chi-High side right now of not chasing anything that's off the plate.
It's not an overly lenient strike zone today.
Oh, I would agree. It's a little tight.
A little tight, all right. So runners at first and second for the Cards, and Romanowski, maybe, well, how would you explain that attempt there as the ball goes 1-0? She just kind of got out of the way there.
Yeah, I think she was looking for a little drag bunt down the third base line again. Didn't have her pitch, just pulled away, and it was a ball.
1 out, first and second, and she's going to tap one nicely. It's going to stay fair, and a tough time for the pitcher, and the bases are loaded. Nice job by Romanowski, and it was a long run in for Kwasnick. And that was a brilliant bunt.
That was a great bunt. That's a hit. We'll call that one a hit for sure. I don't think, even if that's fielded cleanly, that she's got any chance. Took a little bit off of it compared to her first attempt, and it was a long way in for the corners of the pitcher to come field that.
Fantastic play by Romanowski, and it brings up Lauren Shepard. She had a 2-run homer the first time. This is not who you want up with the bases loaded and a ball low. And I think, what's Kwasnick going to do? I mean, if you're overly careful, you walk her and it scores a run.
Yeah, I think they're going to just stay low. As a hitter, though, you know, in Shepard's shoes, she's not trying to walk here. This is a multiple RBI situation.
She's going to look at one. She'll smash a low pitch foul along the first base side and out of play into the track area where they had practice earlier.
Yeah, they're going to stay low on her and hope she kind of chases down and at least gets a grounder out of the situation.
Yeah, that easily could have been 2-0 if she wanted it to be. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and this one low, and she's grounded towards short, second. And they're going to throw it to the plate and get the force out at home. So good job by the North second baseman, Riley Fisher, to get it there in time to Grace first. And the ground ball by Shepard on score at 4-2, fielder's choice. And bases loaded with 2 outs now.
Yeah, I'm not sure the catcher was anticipating the ball coming home there. She had kind of an awkward stretch on the plate and her foot slipped.
Yeah. But she did touch home, and it was a close play, but nonetheless, Taylor Schmidt was out. So 2 are out now for McKenna Bauer, the Cardinals' cleanup hitter, third baseman. She looks at a ball, 1-0. Bauer with Geist on deck if she can reach. Cardinals would like to get some more insurance. 2-0, not enough. Scored 2 in the 6-2 loss at Marshfield on Thursday. Looks at a ball, 2-0.
Yeah, she had that nice line drive up the middle too earlier, so another batter that North's going to be really careful with here.
Yep, had the single in her first trip. And the 2-0 pitch, and she looks at a called strike, 2-1. So Kwasnick, after 3 strikeouts, striking out the side in the first inning, but giving up the 2-run homer, is 1 strikeout and 2 walks in this inning. Bases loaded to Cardinals. The cleanup hitter, McKenna Bauer, the third baseman, and off-speed pitch, she fouled it off into the fence, 2-2.
Yeah, another pitch just missed there.
Yeah.
Seems like she pulled off it a little bit. If she stays on top of that one, I think that's driven to right center.
2-2 to Bauer. Righty versus righty. Kwasnick versus Bauer. 2-0 Cards early. They could blow this game wide open here with an extra base hit. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Credit Kwasnick. An off-speed pitch. She got her to go. And the Cardinals strand 3. In the middle of 2 from Eau Claire North, it's Chahai 2 and Eau Claire North nothing on WOGO Sports and live video stream on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan, Sam Aberley back at WOGO's coverage of Eau Claire North Chahai softball. Oh, the Cardinals. We've had some pain already for both squads. The Huskies with a double play they hit into when they had the bases loaded, and the Cardinals strand 3 there in the top of the second.
Yeah, kind of trading opportunities, and the Cards couldn't take the momentum from their time in the field. Let's see if the Huskies can do it for themselves.
6, 7, and 8 hitters, and it's the pitcher Kwasnick who quashed one there. She crushed it. I just couldn't help it. I had to say it. She quashed it. And so, again, the pitcher leading off, and then Madison Pond, the senior third baseman, and Emmy Goldbach, the freshman first baseman. She smashes one deep to center, a long run, and it's going to get
out of
here for a home run. Allie Kwasnick, nobody on. The Cards thankful. And it's a 2-1 game as Kwasnick crushes one from Reisinger to start the bottom half of the second.
I will tell you, off the bat, I thought that was a can of corn to center, but that thing just kind of kept carrying.
Yeah, just seeing the Cardinal center fielder Amundsen move back there, and we talked about the high fence, but wow, they're kind of disproving us here.
Yeah, that was, again, out dead straight center out there. Well hit ball.
Yeah, so we've seen power on both teams, and it's anybody's game here at the bottom of the second as Kwasnick puts her squad on the board, helping the cause, and that brings up Madison Pond, who smashes one to short. Throw over to first is going to be in time from the Cardinals shortstop Romanowski for out number 1, score at 6-3.
Yeah, it looked like Reisinger got a piece of it. You always worry when it's tipped like that if the shortstop's going to get kind of off kilter with that tip ball, but didn't take enough off of it, and nice play by the shortstop.
WOGO, Hallie, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. Good to have you aboard here on FM 103.1 at WOGO.com. The live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Swing, strike 1 to Goldbach.
There was one of those low inside pitches she found the zone with.
Yeah.
Found her control a little bit more here, I think.
Yeah, Reisinger after a few walks in the couple of walks in the first inning. Pop up. And is it going to be catchable? It is in foul territory for the Cardinals shortstop Lauren Shepard for out number 2. And that'll bring up Taylor Pressler, the right fielder, the senior right fielder for Kelsey Fitch's Huskies.
See if we'll have a quick one here, or she can get something started for North.
She is a diminutive young lady. And there's the pitch. And that one is missing for ball 1.
I bet she's fast.
Yeah, I bet she is. Taylor Pressler, right fielder for Eau Claire North, in the 9 spot. Looks at the ball, 2-0.
Yeah, make her come to you here.
Again, not as big a strike zone. I mean, as Pressler is smaller, so a little difficult. Pressler with it out in front, 2-0, and she's going to ground one to first, gloved over there and handled by the first baseman Geist to end the inning. But North gets on the board. Kwasnick crushes one. After 2 from North, it's Chi 2, North 1 on WOGO Sports.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency, and we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
All right, to the top half of the third we go from Eau Claire North. Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan, Sam Adderley manning the video on the WOGO Sports YouTube live stream and Facebook. And for the Cardinals, swing and a miss for strike 1 to Allie Geist. So it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Geist, Amundsen, and Henkelman. Geist reached on an error on the shortstop her first time.
Yeah, Kwasnick's got him fooled with that off speed.
Yeah, and so getting a strike again. So Geist in the hole at 0-1. And leans in and a ball high 1-1. So again, Kwasnick pitching well, and it's a 2-1 game. I mean, this is a concerning game for Chi.
Ah, she's saying, I can do this.
Right.
One-man team out here.
Yeah, right, I know. Solid pitching. Well, if there is a sport where you can, this is one of them. And there's a ball high. 2-1 to the Cardinal leadoff hitter, Allie Geist, here in the top half of the third. Good to have you with us today.
Wonder if they'll start attacking lower in the zone now that Chi High's been proven to kind of lay off that rise ball at the letters.
And there's one missing earlier in our Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend. Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. Michaela said first team to score would win, so in that prediction it would be Chi High. We hope she's right.
Ah, gotta take big chances here. Big statements.
All right, 3-1 now. The pitch to Geist. She fouls it off, 3-2. If you'd like to be a part of the WOGO sports team working in audio and video production for high school sports, apply today for an immediate part-time position with flexible hours. WOGO Sports contacts Director Greg Stewart at gstewart@wib.com. Call him at 723-1037. And this one smacked to right field, and underneath it, and going to make the catch is Pressler for out number 1.
That had some carry to it as well.
Yeah, after we'd seen a couple of homers, you start wondering, right?
Yeah, you're wondering if it gets up in the air, if it's got a little more to it.
Gracie Amundsen, the Cardinal center fielder, struck out her first time, sophomore.
Yeah, key here is get something good early. Don't let her get on top of you.
And there she looks at the first pitch for strike 1.
If you don't want to have to end up hitting something on the outside or a changeup, you got to attack that first strike.
Huh. And there's a ball high, 1-1. So you were that kind of hitter? I mean, you were an aggressive hitter. I mean, you would go up there ready and willing and not minding hitting the first pitch?
No, I never swung at the first pitch.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a thing. I wouldn't even look like I was going to swing it. Drove my dad crazy.
There's a ball low and kind of a half swing, but they're going to call it strike 2 on Amundsen.
But I love to change up. So I would want the pitcher to end up throwing me an off speed that I could load up on.
How did you feel about the fastball?
Oh, it didn't matter.
Okay. There's a ball high, 2-2. Did I hear you right? You said you liked the changeup?
Yeah, I would. Okay. I would as a hitter, if you know that you have a weakness as a changeup, you got to attack an early pitch to not see one. But if you don't mind a changeup, you can get down in a count and be okay with what's coming at you.
2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ball low. 3-2 to Amundsen. Struck out her first time. Wouldn't mind a walk here on-base percentage has got a lot more respect in the metrics era than just batting average back in my day as a kid of the 70s. Moneyball has ruled the day. Here we go, the 3-2 pitch, smack to center field. Center fielder coming in on it, and she'll make the catch for out number 2. Abby Klosterman, the freshman, one of 2 in the starting lineup for head coach Kelsey Fitch. And fly out to right, fly out to center, and Lainey Henkelman trying not to fly out. She struck out her first time, the designated player, also a sophomore like Amundsen for the Cards.
We are seeing kids who didn't put the bat on the ball in their first time through, getting some balls in play here.
True.
So they're starting to see the ball a little better, as they come through the lineup.
Called strike 1, looking to Henkelman. I tell you what, though, I'm concerned right now. You kind of initially, if you thought, hey, Chi-High, tradition never graduates, and all the talk, and there's a smash for a base hit and a solid single for Lainey Henkelman, the designated player, and she's loving that because she's not playing the field today. She's the designated hitter, like in the majors, and solid hit there.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. It takes a lot to be somebody who's good at that, where you get your 2, 3, 4 chances in a game, and it really weighs on you mentally if you're not performing in those few chances.
Sure, I imagine. Now that's where the mental health positivity coach, Tammy Slowiak, comes in.
Absolutely.
There's a ball high, and she had a recent birthday. Happy birthday to Tammy. Wish her son's Menominee squad well, except for when they play Chi-High.
It's a great way. I'm split. With the Chippewa Falls Menominee coaching, I have to be very nice to both groups.
Yeah, right. There's a ball high, 2-0. You guys had your banquet was in Menominee last night.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Greg came up, presented the WOGO radioactive player. It's the first year they've done that for the women's hockey program, so that was really awesome for her to come and hand that off.
Called strike, 2-1. Well, you broadcast hockey with Greg for a while, and I'm not the biggest hockey fan, but his calls are so good and so engaging.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. 2-1, and there's a ball missing, 3-1.
Yeah, it's so different doing that versus this. Like in hockey, right, you have the period breaks.
Yeah.
So you got to find other things to talk about. You talk a lot more like strategy. It's just not the ongoing like the softball game is.
3-1 to Reisinger now with a runner aboard and 2 out for the Cardinals. Ooh. There's a called strike. It was about on the knees, and so it goes to 3-2. Reisinger, her first time out, did walk. And now, can she milk another walk out of the talented Allie Kwasnick, the senior hurler for North here, in the top of the third, and a 2-1 Chi-High lead.
Yep.
And this one hit foul territory, right field side, and it's going to go out of play.
She went right at her. I think she'll go right at her again, force her to swing the bat here.
First 2 were flyouts, Geist to right, Amundsen to center, and then the single for Henkelman up the middle. Runner at first with 2 outs and a full count to the right-handed hitting Reisinger, and another high pop-up foul ball. So pitcher versus batter battle here, or pitcher versus pitcher battle as well.
This is a great battle.
Yeah.
Seeing the ball well, following off the pitches that she's not a huge fan of, and see if she can get something to hit.
So Reisinger in that 8 spot for the Cardinals, Chelsea Sikora and Jared Faraday. And here's the pitch. And this one hit to center field. Seems to be measured and caught out there by Klosterman. The Cards strand 1 in the middle of 3 from Eau Claire North. Chi still leads it 2-1 over North.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank. And every day, our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Bottom half of the third, and Eau Claire North is fighting hard against these Cardinals as they trail it 2-1 after the Allie Kwasnick homer in the bottom half of the second. Bottom of 3, they go to the top of the order. Klosterman, Gruna, and First, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters against Willa Reisinger. And the first hit, left field side, foul territory.
Yeah, tough to see from here. Must have just been tailing enough to get out of play there.
But they're moving things along. We got into the break. Gavin Bovey at 1 minute to spot, so we came back. I thought maybe I could read some live copy, and there's smack of the bat.
Yeah, we are moving here.
Yes, we are. Moving it right along. All right. Somebody's got dinner plans or something. All right, the 0-1, and there's a ball high. No, it's good. No complaints there.
It is weird that they don't play doubleheaders anymore, right? A couple years ago, they went to the conference format where they played one-and-ones.
Yeah, right.
So usually you're here all night.
But, I mean, do you do that with the travel situations? Like, they're going to do that with Hudson? Because that's interesting, too.
Yeah, no, they'll still play one-and-one.
Yeah, ball foul.
It really comes from the lack of pitching. For a while there was a lot of schools only had the one ace.
Okay.
And so you'd either be expecting them to throw 2 games for you in a night or you'd kind of take the lump. So I think they went and tried to spread out, I'm not going to call it the fairness, but try to go to one-and-ones to allow their best pitchers to be the folks showing up for conference games.
Klosterman, a little check swing right back to the pitcher. So a pop back to the pitcher for the Cards, Reisinger, and an easy out, number 1.
That's when you see it off the bat and you're just going like, no, you want to chase it back down.
Right.
That just little soft blooper
That's
up the middle.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to do
Yep,
that.
exactly.
All right, so with 1 down, it brings up Claire Gruna, the shortstop, and she grounded out to third her first time in a late swing for strike 1.
There we go, getting on top. She's starting to find that low pitch. I think she was just missing on the corners, but she straightened it out a bit, and now she's kind of eating them up on that pitch at the knees.
How valuable is that Shepherd 2-run homer in the first looking right now? And this ball hit in the air to center field and deep, and a long run out there and a catch made going toward left center by the Cardinals' Gracie Amundsen, and the sophomore can cover some ground.
Yeah, that's another one. Just kind of hung up there. You can see Amundsen kind of grabbed the fence there to try to find where she was. I was worried that it was another one that had chased out of here.
I was prepared and braced for that, but gave it a ride. Claire Gruna did, and it brings up Grace first, the catcher. So Reisinger getting the first 2 hitters in this inning, and something that she has not done in the first 2 innings, and trying to get them 1, 2, 3 here. It's interesting, not a high-scoring game, 2-1, but we've had base runners.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of men, women, I guess, stranded here already this game. But we're seeing just both now the pitchers and the batters are attacking. I think they were both kind of waiting for the other one to make the move earlier. Now we're seeing a lot more aggression.
And, good off-speed pitch, getting strike 2. And that was a brilliant pitch there, changing the speeds there for Reisinger to first.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that, partially because we haven't seen her get on top of hitters.
Yeah.
So it's hard to have the mix when you're not getting on top, but great pitch there.
Had the 2 walks in the first inning and signed a rebound from that. And the 0-2 pitch now, and she bowls that one in there 1-2. We were talking earlier about trying to get started, and that's the thing. You can see that in the majors, right? I mean, kind of, if you have a really great pitcher, it might even be that first inning that you're going to have the best chance to get to him.
Yeah, you got to attack.
Yep.
Hitting's contagious.
1-2 pitch. Ball tapped foul. It stays 1-2. When you're looking for a financial partner who has your best interest in mind, stop by Royal Credit Union. Royal is there to help you reach your financial goals and give you great advice that you can trust. See everything Royal Credit Union has to offer at rcu.org. That's rcu.org. Just celebrated 20 years in downtown Eau Claire at the new corporate center there. Had a chance to cover that. And there's a ball tap foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, good battle here. Good battle by first to stay on top and trying to get the pitch she likes. As a catcher, she knows the zone better than anybody, so she knows what she's got to put a bat on to stay in it here.
1-2 to Grace first, the catcher for North. She walked the first time from the right side. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a good job there from Reisinger, her first strikeout of the day after 3 from North. Chi-High leads at 2-1 on WOGO Sports.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checkingbonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
To the fourth we go. Mark Alverson, Michaela Hogan, Sam Arley providing the pictures and our live video stream on WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. And Allie Kwasnick's been impressive today, and we'll see what the Cards can do with the 9-1-2 hitter, starting with Kennedy Swan, the Cardinals' left fielder, the senior, number 18.
Yeah, starting to get that third time through here, and that's usually when things really make a change. So kind of excited to see the top get that third time and see if we can get some more well-hit balls into play.
We'll see. I mean, Kwasnick has been impressive, and Reisinger starting to find her groove a little bit more. So the third inning was more of the pitchers there, right?
Oh, absolutely. Really nice mix by Reisinger at the end there. Shows what she can do when she gets ahead of a batter.
And there's a strong pitch from Kwasnick, and it's a ball missing, 1-0. To the right-handed Kennedy Swan. Struck out her first time. She's one of 5 strikeout victims on the day for Kwasnick. And swing strike 2. Kwasnick struck out the side in the first, but did give up a 2-run homer and had 2 more Ks in the second and then flyouts in the third. 1 to right and 2 to center.
Yeah, she just does a great job of coming right at you. She knows what she wants you to do.
Ooh, good solid swing from Kennedy. Misses. It's now 1-2.
Just like that, right? She's going to throw you strikes and make you do something against her.
1-2 to Kennedy Swan, the right-handed hitting left fielder for the Cards. And Roz Twyman on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the 6th strikeout of the day, she's getting a bunch of them. That's for sure is Kwasnick, Allie Kwasnick. And it brings up the top of the order Roz Twyman, who has struck out and she has walked. She has not involved the fielders yet today.
She's seen a lot of pitches, though, in that strikeout. I think she saw 5-6. In the walk, she saw 5-6-7. So she's seen pretty much everything she throws.
And she's going to look at the very first pitch. That one is strike 1, 0-1 to Twyman. The fine athlete was a starter in basketball this season. Just a junior. The ball missing. 1-1.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with Chi High is they graduated, 5 players last year who played all 4 years, and they're just reloading again.
Right, and that's a lot. There's a ball low, and it goes to 2-1. And so, you got to, it's the early part of you're a green banana still, right? As a team. Yeah. Yep. And you got these girls, varsity's not JV, so you're getting used to this here.
Yeah, and you haven't been playing outside with the winter. It's been so bipolar. You're inside, outside, the inconsistency.
Ooh, the off-speed pitch, and that one catches it, and it's 2-2 to Twyman, who was looking at that one. So 2-2 to Roz, who has struck out in the first, walked in the second, here in the top of the fourth. 1 out for the Cardinals, leading it just barely 2-1 at Eau Claire North. The pitch, smacked in the air, and foul territory, and it's going to be, not quite reachable for the right fielder, Taylor Pressler. She came a long way and couldn't quite haul it in. So Twyman has new life.
Yeah, again, doing a great job up there. I like the take on the changeup. If it wasn't her pitch, knowing she had one to spare, following that one off, she's really fighting for the pitch she wants to see.
Roz is a battler, a fighter, and great to have in that leadoff spot for Chi High this season. And swing and a miss, and she strikes out on that one. Wow, 7 strikeouts for Kwasnick of the 11 outs. So the fielders going to have to just make sure they stay on their toes out there.
Yeah, and it's tough to be a fielder. They've had 2 errors already this game, so probably a little nerve-wracking to be a fielder when you're not seeing the ball so often.
Those were both back in the first inning, and actually one of those scored, Romanowski scored. Speaking of Romanowski, that's who's up right now. She's reached on an error on the pitcher on a throw and also had a single.
Yeah, 2 really well-placed balls. Let's see what she can do
and
here.
She's going to smack one down the third baseline foul. And the count 0-2 to Romanowski, the shortstop, who is just a sophomore. She's that 2-hitter.
Yeah, the versatile of the slap. We've seen her do nice drag, nice slow bunts, and now she's going a little more power slap. So it's awesome to have that versatility out of a 2-hitter.
And here's the 0-2 pitch. And ball high, and she went way chasing, and that's going to do it. So striking out the side, Allie Kwasnick. The Cards going to hope for better results in the next frame. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Chi High still clinging to a 2-1 lead at Eau Claire North. The conference opener on WOGO Sports and live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and Facebook.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Katie Ruff delivers. Swing and a miss. K stands stands for Katie. 3 strikeouts in the first inning.
There's a ball to deep center field, and it's out of here. Home run, a 3-run shot for Lauren Shepard. Shepard continuing her hot hitting from Thursday, and the Cardinals now lead it 11-1.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee. See you at the Y.
I was wondering if we were getting a new pitcher, but no, Reisinger's out there. It was just the players were gathered around as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning here on WOGO. Cards still leading 2-1. Your shopping adventure awaits at Bargain City Superstore. New items added every day with amazing deals on furniture, appliances, home goods, clothing, and so much more. Name brands at fraction of retail price. We'll get to that. Bargain City Superstore next to Micon Cinema in Chippewa Falls and now in Rice Lake and Eau Claire. And we get strike 1 to Riley Fisher. So we just saw Kwasnick strike out the side and strike 1 from Reisinger to Fisher, and she rips one up the middle, base hit. And it went flying. You said, ooh, right away. It was a shot right by the pitcher.
It was a great hold on a changeup. Good. She recognized it early. She could keep her weight back, and just driving that right back up the middle was a great piece of hitting.
So a base hit for Fisher. She's the tying run, the go-ahead run. Mallett comes to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. The Cardinal bands have been very quiet over these last couple of innings, hoping for better things with the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up next frame. And there's a tap fouled on the third baseline, 0-1. So let me see. Am I get this right now? Was that a leadoff single, or did I miss something there?
Yep, leadoff single.
Leadoff single. Okay, I was hoping that the Cards had gotten it out. So Ashlyn Mallett now the designated player in the hole, 0-1. Yeah, I guess Fisher maybe got a strike on her before she smashed that hit. And this a bunt attempt is going to go foul back into the fence. So 0-2 now to Mallett. So she'll lead off the bunting here with Fisher at first.
Tough she didn't square on the first pitch. I think Fitch was letting her see if she could find one with her bat before having her square, but that's a tough strategy when you don't get it done on your second attempt either.
Cardinals leading it 2-1 here, bottom half of the 4th. 1 on, nobody out. Reisinger the pitch, and this one fouled again.
See a good battle here, just seeing Reisinger continue to attack the strike zone. I think those walks got away from her a little bit, and now she's kind of settled in.
Yeah, right, for sure. After early control issues in the first inning with the 2 walks, none since then. And this one fouled off again. So quite the battle, pitcher versus hitter, as Mallett, the designated player who hit into that double play in the first. When the bases were loaded, she hit a little nubber to second where Twyman got it and threw out the runner at first. And then also, here we go. This is her first at bat since then. And staying alive.
Yeah, I mean, really battling here. That she's fouled off a rise ball,
number of
a little
them,
change up, sticking in there, wanting to make an impact here after that first at bat.
I mean, 2 strikes and then hitting everything, consecutive fouls. It's like 4 of them now from Reisinger, trying to fool her into something. 0-2. Off-speed pitch. Come on. Oh, my. That was close.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, 1-2.
Saw a little wiggle from the hitter. Maybe it was a tad inside.
Okay.
Really tight there. That's a tough take on an 0-2 as well.
He's pretty tough on the plate, too, though. So 1-2. Getting set. Mallett. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And here it is. Ball high. That was 2-2. I'll tell you, the last one was really close. That one was way high.
Yeah, that one got away a little bit. Seeing if she can get her to chase. I would expect her to come back to attacking again.
Will the Cards go with Reisinger throughout? Will they call on their bullpen at some point? Delaney Barrow. We'll see. The 2-2 pitch. Ball misses 3-2. So she's gone from 0-2, 4 fouls, and now 3 balls. That first one was so close.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome here, this is a very nice at-bat.
Yeah. For the Eau Claire North side, getting Reisinger to expend the energy. Here it is, and she put one right down the middle, and it's fouled off.
Continuing to battle.
We talk about those pitcher-hitter battles from girls softball all the way up to the majors, and yeah, that's.
This is where I think you'd see somebody up and moving in the Chi High dugout if they were planning on moving anybody or going anybody different. And It's pretty still in there, so I think their plan is going with Reisinger.
3-2 pitch. Fouled off again.
We're going to run out of softballs.
Yeah.
Chasing them onto the football field back here.
Somebody's getting a workout, or maybe several people are.
They give suckers away still to the kids for those? Maybe have a sugar rush.
Yeah, right. 3-2, runner at first.
Ooh.
Called strike 3. And what a battle, finally won by Reisinger.
He's been calling that all game, right? You can't disagree with the call there, but that's a tough one. Tough to go down looking when you've had a battle like that. Great at bat.
Wow. Important strikeout for Reisinger. And it brings up Kwasnick. She homered last time off of Reisinger. And now she'll look at the ball high, 1-0. And here's the thing. She doesn't want to give her any kind of a meatball that she all of a sudden turns the lead around.
Oh, absolutely. And as the hitter here, you've got to be patient, but I can tell she's probably itching to get another bat on the ball.
Yes, Kwasnick from the right side, and
Ooh.
she looks at a called strike 1-1. So that was a good hittable pitch for sure.
Yeah, a little high, a little out. It hasn't really been there. Good take if you're looking for something different.
Okay.
Get her to come back to the inside corner for you, maybe.
1-1. Let's see what Reisinger comes with here. Off-speed pitch grounded, glove by Reisinger. She'll throw to second, got the shortstop for one. Throw to first is not in time. But a good job on the 1-6 force out, fielder's choice, getting the lead runner eliminated. And a good move there rather than leaving a runner in scoring position. So good job fielding by Reisinger for sure.
That was a great play. Great stop. That ball could have easily gotten through and been a little dangerous, but great play getting the lead runner and then real close on the turn there.
Yeah. There's a ball low, missing 1-0. So the Cards, after the leadoff single by Fisher, they get the strikeout on Mallet after the long battle, and then the fielder's choice, Kwasnick. It brings up Madison Pond, who grounded out to short her first time, hitting from the right side, and the third baseman fouls it off again.
Another one straight back. You can tell they're on time. They're just missing.
Yeah. I wonder today if we might see the bullpen at some point.
Nobody's stirring quite yet.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll get moving here when the Cards
Ball
are
low.
up to bat.
And again, there's the risk and reward with that, right? Does the ball now swing and a miss, a 1-2? But you have the risk and reward of will somebody, coming in, will it be ready to go right away? Certainly Barrow and Berg have that ability.
Yeah, they're both seasoned, right?
Yeah.
So they know what they're getting into, but totally will take them a pitch, a half inning, you never know, to settle in.
Ball misses 2-2. But at this point, hey, as long as Reisinger can keep runners limited to first base or nothing, don't mess with that. She's finding the groove and working out of things. 2-2 to Pond. And this one in the air.
Good
call. And it's caught. And that'll do it as the Cardinals, Allie Guy stepping over and catching that pop-up in foul territory. So the Huskies strand 1 through 4 from Eau Claire North. It's Chahai still leading it 2-1 as we head to the fifth on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and Facebook.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toys & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toys & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toys & Ford.
Huge inning for the Cardinals because they got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, and there's a ball high 1-0 to Lauren Shepard, she homered and hit into a fielder's choice, 4-2 fielder's choice, and Kwasnick behind her, 1-0 now. And she looks at the ball, 2-0. So Lauren, the hard-hitting, power-hitting catcher, had the 10 homers a year ago, and again, blasted one out of here for one of our post-game highlights for sure. Right now, the biggest one.
Ooh.
And there's a ball missing. 3-0. So being careful to Shepard.
Yep.
You wonder if we'll see a pinch runner for her. Good chance.
Yeah, courtesy with the
Yep.
catching position, so I'm sure they'll kind of dangerous situation to put her on first when you can replace her with speed.
Yep, Taylor Schmidt had been there. There's an off-speed pitch, and it's going to be a called strike. 3-1 to Shepard. So, again, understandably letting the 3-0 pitch go.
Yeah, she'll come right back at her again here, and like we saw earlier, right, Shepard's going to want to swing. She's going to want to do it with her bat here and not take the free base, I'm sure.
Fascinating contest here between the two. Kwasnick the pitch.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss at one upstairs, and now it's 3-2. So from 3-0 to 3-2 after the off-speed, and she got her to chase that one upstairs. Shepard, a swinger and not somebody who likes to just be a statue, and now 3-2.
I think she throws her a changeup here.
Need the good eye. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, called strike 3. Shepard down looking.
Yep, that's a good mix. Again, she attacked her. She showed no interest in that first changeup. So as a pitcher, you've been confident all day of throwing that first strike. Throw that to a hitter who had no interest in it the first time. Great pitch call.
Again, right now it's only a 2-1 lead for the Cardinals as McKenna Bauer comes up. She has singled and struck out. There's a ball missing, 1-0. Again, that is 8 strikeouts in the day for Kwasnick. She has been masterful.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing a little bit of everything and doing it nicely. She's got 3-4 pitches she throws well.
Yeah. The one mistake was the 2-run homer on the 0-2 pitch.
And she'll be thinking about that one for a while, right? That's such an avoidable mistake.
A looking strike, Bauer now 1-1. McKenna with Allie Geist on deck here. Top of 5 at Eau Claire North. The two teams will play at Casper on Thursday in the home and home. And this one on the rise ball, and that one misses 2-1. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. 2-1 our count to Bauer. The corner hitters here is from the Bauer at third and Geist at first to follow her with one down, nobody on. Off-speed pitch to hit towards right. Kind of a sinking line drive. Is going to get in there for a base hit. So a single to right for McKenna Bauer, a runner on, one out, one on for Allie Geist.
Just use the end of the bat to drop that in, and the right fielder actually had to make a pretty nice play to not allow that to sneak past for a double. That thing was tailing pretty good to the fall line. See if they can make any use of a runner on here.
There's a ball missing. 1-0 to Geist, who reached on an error on the shortstop and then flew out to right field. And looks at another one, 2-0 to Geist.
Hitter's pitch coming here, I say just unload on whatever you're going to get.
Bauer at first, one out, one on. A one-run lead for the Cardinals. Called strike, 2-1.
You can expect to see some of that mix. I can hear them in the background.
Yeah.
Bad call, bro.
Right.
I thought it was right there.
This one hit high in the air, and foul ball on the third base side, and the count 2-2. Has that small chip in your windshield turned into a big crack? Call White City Glass today, serving all of western Wisconsin. White City Glass.
Come right back at her again. See if she tries to throw that outside corner pitch again. See if she can get her to pull off something and hit something weak to the right side. But as a hitter, you got to be ready. She drove one all right to right field last at bat.
And this is a low pitch, and Geist golfs one to right field. Pressler comes in, and she makes the catch for out number 2.
Kind of was handcuffing the right fielder, though. She kind of came in, and you couldn't tell if she was going to have to go into a basket or not.
That's twice that she's done that.
Yeah.
And there's ball one to Gracie Amundsen. Gracie, the sophomore center fielder, she struck out and flied out to center.
Yeah, so she's itching to get on base, too, and probably show off her speed a little bit.
And she looks at a strike, 1-1. Amundsen had the nice catch, one particular one where she covered some ground, went over to left center. You said even with her hand on the fence. So, again, that's that awareness. The 1-1 pitch, Amundsen off-speed pitch, and a check swing, so the runner can't go. So 1-2 to Amundsen with 2 out, runner at first, a 2-1 game. Way back in the first inning, for those of you with us, just after 4:30, Twyman had struck out. Romanowski had reached an error on the pitcher, and Shepard in an 0-2 pitch blasted out of here. That is the Cardinal offense on this chilly early April day. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Amundsen goes down swinging for the second time today on strikes, and that is 9 strikeouts on the day for Allie Kwasnick. In the middle of 5 from North, it's Chai 2 and Eau Claire North 1 on WOGO and the WOGO Sports live stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency, and we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
To the bottom of 5 we go for Eau Claire North. Emmy Goldbach, the freshman, senior right fielder Taylor Pressler, and the top of the order, Abby Klosterman for the 8-9-1 hitters. As 1-0, Goldbach, just her second trip to the plate. Not a lot of hits for Eau Claire North for either team in a 2-1 game, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've seen a couple of bombs, a couple of walks,
right.
But other than that, the bats have been so quiet.
Goldbach swinging a miss, so 1-1 now from Reisinger. And yeah, I'm going to pull back on the relief thing. At this point, it's just a battle between Reisinger and Kwasnick. And early in the season, the conference opener, and this one fouled back. I got to say, though, Kwasnick's been so impressive, I find myself going, how is North 0-4?
Yeah, that's certainly what you're asking yourself. They gave up 8 runs in their last game, and I don't have anything to know who did throw, but, I mean, she is dealing out there. She looks really good.
You said that they were down a few catchers. And there's an off-speed pitch. Brilliant pitch by Reisinger to get the strikeout on Goldbach for out number 1. And that's her 3rd K of the day. And again, she had some 2 walks early, but she's had a few strikeouts since then. Not as many as Kwasnick, but again, she's got fine fielders behind her with no errors today.
Yeah, when she gets up on that pitcher, I mean, that must be kind of her battle. It is early, but
Pressler's going to foul it off on the first base side, 0-1.
She gets ahead of that batter, and then she can throw that off speed, which you just saw her strike out on. Just changes the game.
My buddy Caleb Swenson, who has called some of the action early, has just become such a softball fan, and he's like, love doing softball, with all due respect to baseball. And so, again, it's a great sport. And again, if you hang around this, you can feel the drama just rising. Right?
It's the pace of it, too. Things move quickly. Things happen quickly.
Yeah.
Different pace than when you get to baseball.
0-2 now to Pressler. Hitting from the right side. The pitch, fouled off, staying alive. We never outgrow the Bee Gees, John Travolta staying alive, do we? It's always with us.
Always with us. Well, you have to know what to do CPR, right? Isn't that the beats per minute you got to hit?
That's right. That's right. All right. 0-2 is the count. Pressler in the 9 spot. The pitch. Off speed. Got him to go. So there's the 4th strikeout for Reisinger on the day. And Abby Klosterman now, the freshman center fielder, will come to hit here with 2 out in the bottom of the 5th in a 2-1 Shy-High lead.
Yeah, big smile on Reisinger's face after that one.
Yeah, boy, it just, again, seeing the craft of pitching, right? I mean, just mixing the speeds. And there's a called strike again from our home plate umpire.
It's fun to watch. Looks like there's a couple Chi-High girls coming into the dugout. I don't know if they're out there throwing a little bit here.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. If they feel like they need to go to the pen, they will. Off-speed pitch and got her to go for strike 2.
With the change in weather, too, I mean, it's probably dropped 10 degrees since we started out here.
Yeah. No, I think that's a challenge for sure. And it's, again, as the season moves along, you develop some of the hitting. And there's the ground ball to second base. Twyman's going to get it over to first in time for the out. So they go 1, 2, 3 for the Huskies in the 5th. In a minute, the top half of the 6th. Cards still clinging to a 2-1 lead at Eau Claire North on FM 103.1, WOGO.com, and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and Facebook.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
To the top half of the 6th we go. It's a 2-1 game. It was 2-0 Chi-High early, and then on the 2-run homer by Shepard, and then the solo blast by Kwasnick. And then Kwasnick's pitch hit foul for the Cards here to start the top half of the 6th. It's Henkelman, Reisinger, and Swan, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Coach Sikora and Faraday.
Henkelman's put some good wood on the ball here. She's hit another foul ball on the right side. She's done it a couple times.
Swing and a miss. So 0-2 to Henkelman. Now, is she using wood or aluminum?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, different.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be picky.
Some sort of composite.
I don't know. It's not a, what's the bat the Yankees are using?
Torpedo bat.
Torpedo bat, yeah. And she goes swinging after one that was low, and probably like to have that one back. So it's yet another strikeout, though. That's 10 of them for Kwasnick. She's into double digits now, Michaela.
She is dealing out there.
Yeah, she has been.
And third time through here, Chi-High hasn't been able to figure it out.
Yeah, you're right. And Willa Reisinger now, the 8-hitter for the Cards, pitcher versus pitcher. She has walked and flown out to center as she goes in the hole 0-1.
She put a pretty good ride on that ball to center as well.
Yeah.
See if she can find another one here.
And that's a fastball low, and a called strike, 0-2. Kwasnick's been impressive. Allie Kwasnick, the senior right-hander for North. She's going to be their ace this season.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, very impressive. And ball fouled back. Staying alive at 0-2 with Kennedy Swan on deck. Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane brings you competitive rates and the latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. There's a ball high.
Good
1-2.
Good hold.
Call 723-9490 or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com. That's qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
What a fun task to have to get ads in between pitches.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh.
And that one misses, too. So the count to 2-2 for the pitcher, Willa Reisinger, against her counterpart, Allie Kwasnick.
That's some pitcher knowledge letting those last two go. Those are right there.
Yeah. And that one's going to be bold. For all of a sudden, Reisinger's worked it to a full count, and the Cardinals could really use a base runner. Like to get some insurance, leading only 2-1.
This is the time to go here. You got to pressure him in the bottom of the 6th. You come up top of 7 with a little more breathing room. That'd
be you'd like to have it 4-1. A swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the 11th strikeout of the day for Kwasnick. Again, the fielders, hello out there, just waving to him.
It is. It's fun to watch, right?
Yeah.
It is fun to watch a pitcher who's just totally in control of what she's doing.
And Chelsea Sikora now. Let's see what's the situation. It should be Kennedy Swan. But if it is number 1, Taylor Schmidt, I thought her say number 1, and it is number 1. Taylor Schmidt is going to bat in place of Kennedy Swan here. So Taylor is a junior, and she was a pinch runner earlier.
The Cardinals is number 1.
Yeah, she ran in like the first or second inning. She's warm still, right?
Yep. Yeah, she ran earlier, yep. And glad to get in the game and stepping in for Kennedy. Kennedy had struck out both of her appearances, so this will be the first time Taylor Schmidt has had a look at Allie Kwasnick, the talented senior right-hander for Eau Claire North.
Tough spot coming into pinch runner this late in the game, but kind of just got to go up there and learn, remember what you've learned from what you've seen and get on something quick.
Here we go, and the first one is going to be called low, 1-0. So if Schmidt reaches, Roz Twyman's on deck. Otherwise, Roz will lead off the 7th. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
That's the tough pitch to lay off of when you haven't seen it. She's just
Those risers have just been very effective for Kwasnick today.
Yeah, and they're not getting too out of control. They're crossing at about the letters.
And this one's tapped third base. Good hit and a base hit. Schmidt comes through. So Taylor Schmidt comes through, and what a
errant throw.
And she's going to get it into second safe.
That's huge.
It is huge, and Taylor Schmidt is in scoring position with 2 out, and Roz Twyman come up here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, great job, the awareness. She didn't just, she didn't just run to first. She rounded it hard, watched the ball in, and errant thrown to second base with no backup, easily took second. That's huge to have a...
I was doing the stats. Thank you for being on top of that. So I was writing it in the book, just taking it for granted, but then and that's the 3rd error of the day. And now we're going to get a pinch runner, and
it's Swan back in.
It's Swan back in. Interesting. Okay. A little different than in some of the other rules of baseball, obviously, but that's terrific to see that happen. And Taylor coming through with the hit, though. That was right in the 5-6 hole.
That's exactly it. Pinch hit in a situation like this, that's awesome to put one down.
Twyman against Kwasnick. She get hit up the middle, off the pitcher's glove. Throw over to first. Is going to be in time.
Safe.
Oh, okay. Safe at first.
Good wheels. Got down the baseline quick.
So Roz Twyman hustling it out. It was off of the pitcher's glove and then fielded there by the second baseman Fisher. And so Twyman with the single, and she's a fiery one, isn't she?
Yeah, a little emotion after that. You like to see it in situations like this.
And with runners at the corners and 2 out, Kwasnick's first pitch to Georgia Romanowski goes for a ball, 1-0.
Runner on first, Twyman took second, easy there on the first and third play. With 2 outs, you either have to confidence to throw it at second or just let her have it.
Twyman tying her left shoe. So 2 runners in scoring position, 2 out. Boy, how about the pinch hit decision by Sikora and Faraday to have Schmidt go, and then she delivers. And now can Romanowski may pay here, and there's a ball low, 2-0. So 2-0 to Romanowski, and Kwasnick has been unhittable with 11 strikeouts, but still the Cards able to manufacture a hit, and now that extra base, and now over to second base is Twyman, and Romanowski's going to swing and miss.
I think that they need to tuck this third baseman up farther. I think she's going to go for that soft drag again, and we proved that the pitcher can't get there in time with her speed. So.
2-1 is the count to Romanowski. Here she goes, and the slap right up the middle, over to first, and the Huskies get out of it. The Cardinals made some noise in the top half of the 6th, but they strand 2 in the middle of 6th from North. It's Chi-High 2 and Eau Claire North 1 on WOGO Sports.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Good threat by the Cardinals in the top of the sixth with 2 outs. They get a bit of a rally. Runners at second and third, but cannot get any more insurance. So to the bottom of the sixth we go at Eau Claire North High School. Claire Gruna, Grace First, and Riley Fisher. It's the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here for the Huskies against Willa Reisinger, holding on to that 2-1 lead. Chai.
Yeah, it's exactly what North wants to have coming up to plate in this situation.
Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan with you. Sam Alley providing the videos. Stream at the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook. And swing and a miss, strike one. So 0-1 to Claire Gruna. She has grounded out to third, well, in a sacrifice, and flown out to center. It's only her third trip.
Does it make you more nervous when it's on tape so people can prove what you're saying?
Oh, you know, it's something you do need to be aware of. Ball fouled up. Yeah, it's not like the olden days where...
You can say whatever you want.
Like,
Nobody knows.
I'm not sure. You know, that brings up a whole nother matter I could tell you about off the air, not here. All right. 0-2 is the count to Claire Gruna. The pitch, off-speed pitch, and a called strike three. So Gruna goes down, and Reisinger is getting her strikeouts here at the end of the game. That's her fifth.
Yeah, she really settled in, and I think she found her mix. That's, I think 4 of her strikeouts have been with that changeup.
Yeah.
Just freezing the Huskies.
We are looking forward to talking in the postgame here if things finish this way with head coach Chelsea Sikora or Jared Fairdy, one of the two, but be interesting to get their take. Grace First now here. 5 outs away from victory. Ground ball, third base side, gloved over there, firing across the diamond by Bauer in time to Geis for out number 2. Getting Grace First out for the second time today. She walked her first time.
We haven't seen many grounders. That's maybe 3.
Well, it's because there's been so many strikeouts, right? 11 and 5, 16. And Riley Fisher now, the cleanup hitter, the senior, who has walked and singled. And this is a grounder, gloved there by Reisinger on the first pitch, throw to first in time. So the Huskies go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom half of the sixth. We go to the seventh with the Cardinals clinging to a 2-1 lead at North on WOGO and the live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and Facebook.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Katie Ruff delivers. Swing and a miss. K stands for Katie. 3 strikeouts in the first inning.
There's a ball to deep center field, and it's out of here. Home run, a 3-run shot for Lauren Shepard. Shepard continuing her hot hitting from Thursday, and the Cardinals now lead it 11-1.
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee. See you at the Y.
To the seventh we go, the top half, and for the visiting Cardinals, it's Lauren Shepard, McKenna Bauer, and Allie Geist to start the seventh. And that's important. The Cardinals making some of that noise there, extending the order and allowing that meat of the order to be up here.
Yeah, a good top of the sixth to get some batters through,
right.
And then a really nice bottom of the sixth. Made quick work of the Huskies offense and back at the plate to hopefully grab some insurance heading into the bottom of 7.
All right, so the battle here, and strike one as Shepard fouls it back into the fence. Again, pitcher versus catcher as Kwasnick here in the 7th. She's been impressive, 11 strikeouts. She actually got Shepard struck out earlier just a couple of innings ago, but Shepard had the 2-run blast off of her way back in inning number 1. And there's a ball high, missing 1-1.
She just missed on that first swing. Just missed, followed that straight back. So she's attacking here, definitely in attack mode.
And Lauren is just a junior. And she smashes one base hit. A solid single from Shepard right up the middle, and the Cardinals the leadoff runner aboard here in the top of the 7th.
Huge. Again, huge. Get that runner on. with the meteor order, we got 4, 5, 6 coming up. Definitely can generate something positive here.
And McKenna Bauer now. Bauer, the third baseman, who has 2 singles and a strikeout. So she's had Kwasnick's number as good as anybody today. 2 for 3, and there's a bunt attempt. Beautiful down the first base side. Glove there, throw over to first in time. And again, the first baseman covering Goldbach, the freshman, getting it to the covering Fisher, but putting Shepard into scoring position. If it's not Shepard, help me out with the pinch runner. I'm not sure. Maybe it is Shepard.
Yeah, they kept her out there.
Kept her.
Yeah.
So the sacrifice beautifully executed that time, 1-4 by Bauer, and moving the runner. Again, 1 run would be huge to get this to a 3-1 game.
Yeah, very unselfish there. Cleanup hitter laying down a perfect bunt.
There's one fouled off. Strike 1. Brewers won a game the other day with Terang with the suicide squeeze to win it.
Yeah, a little safety.
Pat Murphy likes bunting.
Yeah, hey.
He likes it more than Council did.
We needed a win, so take whatever.
5 of their last 6 at Colorado tonight. All right, 0-1. Doing better than the Twins. Swing and a miss. Around here, it's the Packer-Viking rivalry. We can embrace. Even the Bucks play the Wolves tonight. It's like,
Yeah.
And they're both on a winning streak.
The Twins don't bug me. Different division.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Right. Different league.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
It's Packers-Vikings where it gets personal.
Yep. I'm with you.
Like I was the greeter at church. Here's the pitch. 0-2 smack. Pretty good to left field. And caught out there.
Play.
Nice catch in left field by Lindy Haller. And she hauled it in, keeping the runner at second.
Oh, they're too easy for you.
Oh, that was just low-hanging fruit. I was a greeter at church, and the guy came in with a Viking shirt this weekend. It was all I could do to not say anything. Wow.
It's not even football season.
I want to just say, are you sure you can wear that here?
Yeah.
But then, it's not called Green Bay Packers Church, so. Although that is like Wisconsin's religion, right? So.
Yeah, well, that's the religion I'm in. Why would you? It's not even football season. What are you doing? Put that in your closet.
Yeah, right.
Put it in the back of your drawer.
NFL draft coming up.
Yeah, true.
In Green Bay. WOGO, Hallie, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. What's the break here?
We got a pinch hitter, 22 here.
Okay. And checking my handy-dandy list, it's Ella Petz, the junior.
Hey, another situation of the Chi-High coaches really trusting who they have on their bench and having somebody step in a big spot. You love to see it.
Taylor Schmidt got one earlier, now hitting in place of Gracie Amundsen, who had a couple of strikeouts and a flyout, and swing and a miss for Ella, strike 1.
Yeah, attacked her just like she did the last pinch hitter. Something up high. She's just not used to seeing it.
Do you know anything about Ella?
I do not.
No.
I know she's number 22.
She's a junior, and she's hitting here in the 7th, and now goes to 0-2.
I will say that's probably the least informed I've been of the roster. Just a little more detached than previous years.
Yeah. Well, if she played hockey, you'd know a little bit more about it.
Sure would.
0-2, and there's a fastball called strike 3, so that doesn't work out so good. 12th K, we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Cardinals trying to close out the deal. 3 outs from their first conference win of the season. See if they can do it when we come back on WOGO Sports with a live video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
To the bottom of the 7th we go, as Willa Reisinger is ready to face Ashlyn Mallett, Allie Kwasnick, and Madison Pond. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Kwasnick did have a homer earlier, the lone run for the Huskies. Outdone by the 2-run homer of Shepard for the Cards. That is all the scoring we've had. Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan, with Sam Adderley providing the video stream on our WOGO Sports YouTube channel. And Mallet to get things going. Hits a ground ball, third base side. Glove there. Throw over to first is going to be in time for the out. Good job by McKenna Bauer for out number 1.
Yeah, a little bit of a dribble and then kind of double clutched it. Couldn't get it out of her glove.
Yeah.
Good recovery, though. Good arm, good fire to get her out at first.
And this is the battle here. Kwasnick did go deep earlier. Nobody's on base. But you don't want to get a base runner, but you certainly don't want to have her tie the game the way she did earlier.
Correct. Yeah, wouldn't this be a story?
Here's the first one. And
it
comes
one.
Yeah, it comes inside 1-0 from Reisinger to Kwasnick. Willa, as I was trying to sense, for me, I was feeling the drama of this, but she looked chill heading into the bottom of the 7th.
Oh, yeah, calm and collected.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm hungry for a win. And the Cards are. You know, it's been since last season since they got one. There's a tapper to pitcher. Reisinger's going to get it over to first, and 2 are out. So Kwasnick, who has the lone RBI on the day, grounds out to the pitcher, and the Cards are 1 out away from victory.
Yeah, quick work of the first 2 hitters here. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter in for North.
Okay, and so it's going to be number 8 instead of Madison Pond. And let me see if whatever resources I had earlier.
I'm going to cheat and try to listen to the announcer when he
Yeah,
announces
please. That would be great. That's not cheating. We'll take it. Here we go. I've got a North roster number. I see that. It doesn't have number 8 on it, though. So I wonder if she's a freshman. Yeah, you didn't get a name, did you?
Mm-mm.
I heard it was number 8, but
the announcer's stumped too.
Yeah, as the roster I have access to online is called the official roster, and it did not have a number 8. So okay, number 8 is the pinch hitter here, and first pitch goes in the hole, 0-1.
Oh, batting is number 8, Lily Sinek.
Lily Sinek. Thank you to the PA address.
He found it. He's got a more official roster.
Yeah. 0-1 to Sinek.
Nice
and this
pitch.
one fouled off, 0-2. So down to their final strike. The Cardinals clinging to a 2-1 lead. They had the 2-0 lead earlier. Kwasnick then did have a homer in the second. Boy, you forget that. It was the very next inning, the bottom of the second. And we've ridden this throughout the game. 2-1, bottom of the 7th. Reisinger ahead 0-2 to Sinek. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, Cardinals win. Cardinals win. They're 1-0 in the conference, 1-1 on the season. North drops to 0-5 and 0-1 in the conference. We're back with the postgame in 2 minutes from Eau Claire North. Chahai winning it 2-1 on WOGO Sports.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency. And we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Shanghai wins it. Final score 2-1. Mark Halverson, Michaela Hogan in our postgame. Sam Adderley providing the video stream on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel as Shanghai comes out on top. And Michaela, how about it?
Hey, I will tell you what, after the first two, I didn't think we'd still be sitting at 2-1.
Yeah. But I don't know, how does the weather play in? And what about early season?
Yeah, I think early season, lack of at-bats, especially for Chi-Hi, who's only got one game under their belt versus North's 4. But just seeing live pitching that isn't your own, you can sit in at-bats against your own folks as much as you want, but there's something different about staring down an opponent. We saw, too, the only runs were scored on home runs. I feel like that's kind of the way of the game these days.
Yeah. Sweet to get a win, though. I mean, if you're Cardinal softball, even talking to Jared Faraday in the pregame, I could kind of tell he's like, I mean, it's just this program isn't used to losing.
No, certainly. But you always play North difficult, right?
Yeah.
You always play them. You're going to have, even when you play doubleheaders, one of the games is going to be tight, and the other one might be a little bit different. But it's always a little bit higher stakes, a little more of a rivalry when we're playing against Eau Claire.
Well, Coach Faraday and Coach Sikora are with the team out in the right field area at the moment. We hope to hear from them. But there was one highlight that stood out above all the others today, and it was early in the game and early in the season for me. So I'm not sure this highlight is going to be perfectly cute or not. We'll find out. We may have to work our way through a little bit, but let's give it a listen to the highlight of the game.
It's hard to tell even when they have the distances.
But
with
the
these
high
fences.
fence, yeah, it is, and it's fouled off out of play. I mean, again, a lot of times there's a lot of softball. Okay, I'll pause and say, no, it was not perfectly done, but here we go. We'll work it through. Hang in there. This kind of sets the drama.
Well, it also, yeah.
You see about half as high as where the bar is there, right?
Yeah, usually you have those removable ones, so you're just playing on a bigger field. And, yeah, this is full size here. You got to probably hit it either a towering shot or another 10, 15 feet to clear these guys.
You were a home run hitter back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And this one slugged pretty far. Shepard got a lot of that one, and it is out of here for a home run.
There you go.
Makes it 2-0. That was worth the wait. That was worth the wait. We were talking about how high the fence is and how hard it would be to hit a homer, and Shepard got it over the fence. Yeah. Go ahead. You
lost my mic.
Yeah.
You shut me out for the replay.
No.
No, the dichotomy of us talking about how high the fence is, and then she just wallops one. Made it seem so simple.
And there was a home run by Kwasnick earlier. She quashed one over the center field fence as well. And let's check the WOGO sports calendar for you to tell you what's on tap. Thursday, it's Max Baseball. Caleb Swenson back behind the mic here with Seth Smisky for you on Thursday. Max Baseball, as they're at home against Stanley Boyd. That's a 4:40 pregame and a 5 o'clock first pitch. Of course, the Chi-Hi girls will also be at Casper on the softball side of things, taking on Eau Claire North again in that home and home. Friday, it's McDonald Lady Max softball on the road at Baldwin Woodville. That's a 4:40 pregame on Friday. Saturday, McDonald baseball. Hats off to Caleb and all the work.
Yeah.
I mean, good grief. Caleb,
Heck
I've
of a
already
schedule
said,
coming.
dude, I've already said you're the hardest working man in radio. Take a break. But Saturday, McDonald at Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser. That's 11:40 in the morning on Saturday. And then McDonald softball as well on Monday. We've got a busy spring sports schedule.
Man.
Sam Aberley's going to be competing with the busiest as well, a lot of this. And that's, again, a home game against Shell Lake, 4:40 on Monday. And then we're back with Lady Cardinals softball on Tuesday at home at Casper, a 4:10 pregame against Hudson. So a lot on tap.
That's a big week.
All right. Well, we'd love to catch Jared Faraday or Chelsea Sikora before we bid you adieu. And we have checked our boxes and had a good low-scoring affair. Again, it doesn't matter, right? Low-scoring, high-scoring. I mean, the bottom line is you glad to get out of here with the W and start the conference season 1-0.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it was a lone home run, but, I mean, when Kwasnick was dealing like that, you just want to have some quality at bats. They probably have some stuff to learn about some of their plate discipline and letting the pitcher get on top of you kind of over and over. But on the flip side, Reisinger had a great day. It was fun to watch her settle in after a little uncertainty there for the first couple innings. But when she settled in and she could work that changeup in, I mean, she really had a nice, end of the game there for him.
The game has ended. The coaches are still in right field, so we're going to wrap it up. Our thanks to Sam Aberley on video and to Michaela Hogan doing a great job on color. She's going to join us again on the 24th. I put it out in the air, so I've bound you to that. we're going to try to work our best to get another terrific color analyst for us next Tuesday. Thanks so much as well to Gavin Bowe back at our WOGO studio. Again, the final score, the Lady Cards come on top over Eau Claire North. A fine softball game early in the season. Cards win at 2-1. Thanks so much for listening. We'll get the podcast up at WOGO.com and, of course, the webcast of this at the WOGO Sports YouTube channel. So long.
Your sports station.
Coverage of the Lady Cards is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Toys and Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, Stelter Incorporated, Quality Propane and Fuels, and Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been Chi-Hi Lady Cardinals softball on WOGO Sports. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
WOGO.